Oh crap, I wasn't recording. So she's going to introduce herself and she's going to give us a training tonight. So I'm so excited. Let me mute everybody.
Awesome. Thanks for having me, guys. So a little bit about my story. I became a Beachbody coach June of 2016 because I fell in love with the community. I was always a gym goer, always a runner. And then I saw my coach sharing her workout videos every single day on Facebook. I never liked anything. I never commented on anything. We were acquaintances from university. And she posted at that time, they suggested posting 3 to 5 times a day, which sounds completely absurd, but it worked at that time. And I just knew her posting schedule. And I just hit a moment where I was like, you know what? I just need a change. I need to try this and just see what she's doing. So I reached out to her, joined accountability group, did hammer and chisel, and I gained a lot of results really fast. I am a dental hygienist full time. That's my career. And I had a lot of physical pain. So the programs helped me gain strength, diminish that pain. I didn't have to see a chiropractor, physio, massage every 3 weeks like I was doing before I started the program. So it changed my quality of life more than anything. And I learned a lot about nutrition along the way, gained so many friends, and just felt like I was really supported. So why I became a coach was because I just wanted other people to realize how simple it was to live a healthy lifestyle, and you didn't have to go to the gym. You can do it all from the comfort of your home and have connections with women that you never would have ran into on a day-to-day basis. So that's kind of why I became a coach, and I try to pour that into other people. I didn't start this business to make an income. I honestly didn't. So now that I am seeing the potential and seeing what this can turn into, I honestly want to be home with my baby. So I just needed a moment to realize that I can do this. And I've been a diamond for, I want to say, almost 2 years. And 2 months ago, I was like, you know what? I'm just drawing a line in the sand and I'm making this happen. So I got to work. I hustled my butt off and I got into 1-star qualification. I turned my husband's account into a diamond. So I did all of this kind of on my own. I have a few working coaches, but they're just not where they want to be at this point. So I'm working with them and hoping that they will see the value and see the potential themselves and self-belief so that they can achieve, diamond themselves and then just continue to build our organization together. So that's a little bit about myself. Olivia kind of just asked if I would talk on your team calls. She didn't really have a topic. So she asked what I felt like I was comfortable doing, and something that changed my business was conversations. So I thought I would share what's been working for me in that sense. And something I want to also say is I'm going to give you what's working for me, but don't feel like you have to change your entire business the way you run it just because of what I'm saying. It can be really overwhelming to do that. So my suggestion is take maybe 1 or 2 things that you learn from me and then implement them and see if it makes a difference in your business. My motto is do what feels right as well. So for conversations, my initial conversation with new people, I don't invite people. I just want to get to know people. And that allows me to figure out if I jive with that person, if I have something in common, if it's someone that I want to be a friend with. I honestly don't want to help everybody. I can't help everybody. And if I don't get along with someone, or I feel like they're problem focused rather than solution focused, I don't want to drag them along. So that's not someone who I want to work with currently. It might be someone who I want to work with later on down the road where they're in a better headspace. But for me, I don't want to drag people along with me. So my initial conversation with people is just getting to know them. An example I wrote here is, hey, I noticed you've been following along, or I noticed you in my stories, or I noticed your name came up in my notifications. So I thought I'd reach out. I see you're a mom too. How is mom life treating you? Where are you from? I'd love to connect. So that's kind of letting them know that I did go through their feed to see who they are and what they're about. And if it's someone who's been following me and they're not a mom or they're not a health professional, or if it's something that I honestly can't connect with them on some human level, I don't send them a message. I just let them continue following me unless they click a poll in my stories, because I'm not going to be fake and pretend I want to be friends with them if it's something I just don't have in common with them. So, I have university students that are following me. I don't reach out to them because I'm not in the same stage of life with them. And I've done a lot of different ways with inviting. Kate Scholz, I don't know if you've heard of her, but she does send, 50, 100 invites a day. And for me, I tried that and I would hear back from maybe one or two people. So I was putting in all of this work and getting nothing in return. So I truly believe that it's quality over quantity. And that is what our team does, is we focus on building relationships and then inviting people that we jive with, or if someone shares a problem and we feel like we can help them, with solve their problem with Beachbody in any kind of way, whether it's a customer or whether it's the coaching opportunity, it allows us to kind of offer it in a friendly way rather than feeling salesy. So that's how we focus on it. Every conversation that I go into, I'm looking for my best friend. And if I can't enjoy having a conversation with you, then I'm not going to, like I said, offer the Beachbody programs to you. And it might help them, but they can get help from somebody else. And in the beginning of my business, I wanted to help everybody, but now I'm kind of honing in on people that I want to attract, because if we're not going to get along working together as customer, they're not going to want to build the business with me because we can't connect on a great level. Also, I always ask for permission. For instance, today I had a customer who is crushing her journey, and I just sent her a message and was like, hey, would you ever consider coaching with me? And her response is, her life has changed a lot in the last week. She's so positive. She was really interested in learning about the coaching opportunity. So she asked about details. And instead of me just blurbing it all out, I just said, would it be okay if I sent you a link to a video that explains it all, rather than just being like, here's all the info? So I've learned to ask for permission, which allows them to feel like they're in control of the conversation and they gain information at the pace that they want to hear it. So that is what I do with conversations. And I don't do a lot of public invites. So if you scroll my feed, I might have 1, maybe 2 invites publicly a week on my posts. In my stories, the last 2 days I did a challenge group invite and I did a coaching invite yesterday, but typically I don't really invite in my stories because I don't have a lot of new people following me. And if the same people are following me and they see you do an invite every 24 hours, for me, that's going to be annoying. And I know a lot of top coaches say invite every 24 hours because your story goes away. But if I don't have a lot of new people watching me, it's just going to drive people to stop watching my stories because it's going to be an ongoing invite every day and they're going to get bored of it. So for me, I do a lot of my inviting privately and talk to people and just get to know them, figure out their goals, their struggles, see how I can help them. I give away a lot of free workouts because for me, I would be interested in knowing what am I getting into. So if I can do a workout from home, and if I send someone a free workout and they don't even attempt to try it, they're not going to want to invest in a challenge pack because they don't have the motivation to even try a free workout. So I give away a lot of free workouts, and it allows them to kind of figure out if it's good for them, if it will fit their lifestyle, if they have the motivation to even start. And that has worked really well for me as well. I actually send all 6 free workouts, sample workouts that we have from Beachbody On Demand. And for my posts and feed and stories, like I said, I don't do a lot of public invites. I use that as providing value and information and facts and tips, connecting with people on a human level, sharing my favorite products, sharing my favorite shirts or pants or like brands, whatever that is. And I just feel like I'm being genuine and authentic and serving the people who are already following me. So that is kind of what my main goal is every day. Is I wake up and think, who can I help today? Like, how can I help somebody today? Whether it's, sharing a recipe, or if it's sharing what I gave my son Jack, he's over a year old, what I fed him for breakfast, giving people new ideas to feed their kids. Like, that has nothing to do with a challenge bag or getting people into my support groups. It's about building a relationship, giving them value so that they remember me for when they are ready to join, getting fitness or nutrition under control or being a part of my support groups. So my posts and my feed and my stories are about serving other people. Okay. Sure. Sorry, guys. So basically, you are your brand. I don't share a lot of my products and say, do you want to try this or anything like that. I'll have my products in my photos or in my stories, but I don't really make an effort to make it salesy every day. It's just a part of my everyday routine. So that's how I do my stories and photos that way. And follow-ups. I've done the whole follow-ups, like, I have a new group, ready? Like, this is the deal this month. Like, are you ready to join me? So I've learned that doesn't work for me either, because for some reason, that's not how I want to be invited. That's not how I want to be talked to. So I encourage my team to invite how you want to be invited. And I've had a lot of like RNF or Arbonne people, they have reached out to me and they've said, hey, like, I don't know, like, do you want to try my product for free? Or I know you're really into health and fitness, but do you take care of your skin in a healthy way as well? Or are you using products from off the shelf? They know nothing about me. They don't know what I'm already using. So to provide a service and not even know if I need it, that felt icky to me. Like, I don't like getting those messages. So when you're sending something to someone, think about how you would perceive it. So if someone, if I got to a point where I did invite them in the past and their objection was, I'm sick, I have the flu, or it's not a good time right now, or I'm going on vacation, objections like that. My follow-up would be, oh, he has a poopy diaper. My follow-up would be, how was your vacation? Like, are you happy to be home? I'd love to hear about it. And are you feeling any better? I know the last time we talked, you had the flu. Like, I don't talk anything about my next challenge group because I've already invited them. If they're interested, they're going to tell me, or they're going to ask when your next group is. And those are the people I want to work with. The people who are ready, the ones who want the more information, who want to know if there's a sale this month. So that is how I do a lot of my follow-ups. If I did have someone that was interested in the past and, finances was an issue, that's when I would lead with the challenge pack sale like this month. I'd be like, hey, I know you're really interested last month, but maybe it wasn't a good time. I just wanted to let you know there was a great sale on this month, so I wanted to see if it was a better time for you or not. And you're going to get a lot of no responses. And you're going to be people who say yes. Actually, can I just hold on for 1 second? Here's a poopy diaper. Okay. All right.
All right, sorry guys. So yeah, that is how I would lead with those different follow-ups. I think you just have to feel it out, feel what feels comfortable for you, and then do it that way. Yeah, so my motto is if it doesn't feel right, don't do it. And if you watch other people's stories, what do you feel like you skip over? What do you skip past? Do you watch videos or do you skip past them? Do you watch, do you prefer photos and captions or do you skip past them? So that's something else that I've really taken consideration into is what do I like and don't like in other people's stories? And then that's what I try to imitate, I guess. So I think that's all I've got, guys.
That was so good. So I love that, like your Instagram is like not just, oh, buy the Shakeology, buy Energized, like stuff like that. Because I mean, if someone did that to me, like what you said, with like the other network marketing companies, like the invites they sent us are awful. Like I would never. Yes, I would never. I like sometimes I respond and sometimes I don't. But like, you just have to figure out like what you like, like you said, and like the graphics and stuff like that. Just like who you follow, like just do what you like because those are the people you'll attract. So I love that. Thank you so much for doing that.
No worries.
Anybody have any questions? No, is there anything? Let me look in the chat. I don't think so. That was so good. Thank you for coming on.
No worries. Thank you for having me. It was great that we could swap calls.
Yeah, definitely.
Appreciated yesterday's call as well.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Awesome. All right, guys. Look, nobody has any questions. I will post the recording. But thank you.